Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you all today? I hope you are all doing well and fine. My name is Aquoly Fadjrin, and my student ID number is 088, and I'm originally from D class. Today, I'm honored to present the research conducted by Angela Adeline and Dianing Ratri with the title Comparison of Grief Representation Through Colors in Arise and Grease Games. First, I would like to extend my warmest greetings and deepest gratitude to our lecturer, Mr. Aken, for his guidance and support throughout this course. In this presentation, I will share their analysis of how two video games, which is Arise, a simple story, and Grief, visually represent the 5 stages of grief through their color palettes. These games offer a unique narrative experience where color not only serves as a design choice but as a powerful tool to express complex human emotion, especially grief and healing. But first, I will introduce our today's content. The first one is introduction. It consists of rationale and research questions. The second one is methodology. It consists of participants, methodological approach used, and also research instruments. The third one is result. The fourth one is discussion, and the fifth one is conclusion. It consists of implication, limitation, and recommendation. Okay, so we have here our introduction slide. So guys, as we all know, color is a powerful visual tool that influences human emotion and perception. In games, color helps players navigate and connect with the narrative. Understanding color association enhances game design and visual storytelling, making it crucial to explore how games like Arise and Grease portray grief. In this presentation, we will briefly explore how Arise and Grease use color to depict the 5 stages of grief. We'll look at the research question, the methodology used, and the key findings for each stages of grief. Then we'll wrap up with conclusion and recommendation from the researchers. The researchers aim to explore the connection between color and emotion through 3 main questions. The first one, how to arise, and Grease use color to represent the 5 stages of grief. The second one, what are the similarities and differences in color associations between the two games? The third one is how do these colors choices align with emotional psychology theories? By addressing these questions, the researchers sought to understand how visual elements, particularly color, can guide players through complex emotional narratives. Here we go, we're moving on to methodology. For the participants, the research relied on visual elements extracted from Arise and Grease. The color palettes and the key visual moment in both games were treated as the main subject of analysis. The researchers used a qualitative comparative approach, analyzing color usage in each game through the lens of color psychology and grief theory. This helped them uncover the emotional connections each color conveyed throughout the stages of grief. To gather data, the researchers used screenshots, scene descriptions, and color analysis charts. These instruments help map the visual elements to emotional responses, allowing for a clearer understanding of how color communicated grief in each game. Alright, let's move on to the result. So everyone, as you can see now that they have all different kind of characteristic and colors through this. There's anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Yeah, you can all see the difference, right? So, the result of the research highlighted that both games effectively represented the stages of grief through color, though they used different visual strategies. In Arise, darker, muted tones dominated the stages, aligning with traditional grief symbolism. For instance, the denial stage was filled with dark blue and black, representing the character's initial shock and disorientation. In contrast, Chris used pale grays and whites, symbolizing fragility and emotional numbness. The anger stage in both games was marked by vivid reds, but Arise paired with Arise paired this with fiery yellows, emphasizing explosive emotions, while Chris combined red with gray, showing how anger can be laced with despair. As the characters moved into bargaining and depression, the games shifted their palettes. Arise used dark blues and blacks to show emotional heaviness, while Chris introduced green, reflecting fleeting hope and amidst sadness. Finally, in the acceptance stage, both games transitioned to lighter hues. Arise used soft blues and whites, symbolizing serenity, while Chris blended pastel. I'm sorry. While Chris blend pastel tones to suggest gentle healing. This result shows that even with different artistic approaches, color consistently serves as a powerful emotional guide, helping players intuitively feel the stage of grief without needing explicit dialogue or exposition. We move on to discussion. In the discussion, the researchers emphasized that both games effectively conveyed grief through color. Even though their visual approaches were different, Arise leaned towards darker hues, reflecting traditional mourning colors, while Chris explored grief with high saturation palettes that captured emotional chaos. This contrast shows that there is no single way to represent grief visually. Colors gain meaning through narrative and player interpretation. Ultimately, this research underscores that color is a powerful storytelling tool, capable of expressing even the most complex human emotions. Alright, we move on to the last aspect, which is conclusion, and here's the implication one. The research emphasized that color is not just a visual element but a powerful emotional tool. This insight can inspire game designers to use color more intentionally, creating deeper connections between players and narratives. While the research provided valuable insights, it was limited to visual analysis. Future studies could include developer interviews and player feedback to further enrich the findings. For future research, future research, the researchers suggest interviewing game developers and conducting player response studies. This would provide a more comprehensive understanding of how color influences emotional perception in games. Alright everyone, I think that's all for our presentation today. I hope you enjoy watching this, and thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you all all stay safe and stay healthy, and see you in the next meeting. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.